How you doing, everybody? My name is Dr. Sammy BAYA. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. All the things narcissists do when they are alone. That's the title of this video. Self-reflection with a twist. Narcissists often engage in self-reflection, but unlike most people, their self-assessment is skewed. Instead of recognizing their flaws or areas for improvement, they tend to inflate their self-image. They might think about past achievements or how they outshine others, reinforcing their grandiosity. The other thing that narcissists do when they're alone is creating narratives. When alone, a narcissist might craft elaborate stories about their life, embellishing events to portray themselves as more significant or heroic. This storytelling serves to bolster their self-esteem and distract from any insecurities they might have. The other thing about narcissists, they practice charisma when they're alone. They rehearse conversations or interactions they expect to have in the future. They focus on perfecting their charm and wit, envisioning how others will admire or envy them. This practice reinforces their belief in their own superiority. A narcissist will scroll for validation when they're alone. In this digital age, narcissists often turn to social media for validation. They might spend hours curating their online persona, seeking likes and comments that affirm their self-worth. Each notification can serve as a small boost to their ego. When they're alone, narcissists will revisit old flames. They may find themselves reminiscing about past relationships, not out of nostalgia, but to relieve the admiration they received. They often glorify these relationships, focusing on how they were adored, which can fuel their sense of entitlement. When alone, narcissists will judge others. They may engage in mental comparisons, critiquing friends, family, or colleagues. They often take pleasure in pointing out others' flaws, which temporarily alleviates their own feelings of inadequacy. They also play the victim. Even in solitude, narcissists may rehearse scenarios where they position themselves as the victim. This mental narrative allows them to justify their behavior and maintain a sense of superiority, painting others as the cause of their woes. When alone, narcissists indulge in fantasies about their future, imagining themselves in positions of power or fame. These dynamics, these daydreams, can be a comforting escape, reinforcing their belief in their destined greatness. When they are alone, narcissists avoid accountability. Instead of confronting their mistakes, they rationalize or deny them. When alone, they create narratives that shift blame onto others, avoiding any personal accountability for their actions. When alone, narcissists engage in self-care, which we know that self-care can be positive. But for narcissists, it often centers around superficial activities. They might obsess over their appearance, spending hours on grooming or exercising, focusing on how these efforts contribute to their desirability. Again, narcissists will practice manipulation. In solitude, they strategize how to manipulate others to achieve their goals. They plan conversations or actions that will give them control or leverage in future interactions. Narcissists might keep a mental inventory of compliments they've received or even write them down. This list serves as a reminder of their perceived superiority and boosts their self-esteem when they are feeling low. When alone, narcissists often reflect on their achievements. Instead of being content, they may fixate on what they haven't accomplished, which can lead to feelings of inadequacy that they need to cover up in public. Narcissists may convince themselves they are on a higher mission or purpose, which can serve as a justification for their behaviors. This grandiosity helps them cope with feelings of emptiness when they are alone. When alone, narcissists seek new sources of narcissistic supply. They might search for new ways to gain admiration, whether through social media, joining groups, or seeking new relationships. This constant need for validation drives them to explore new avenues of attention. When alone, narcissists plan revenge. When wronged, a narcissist may plan auto-revenge in their mind. This internal narrative not only fuels their anger, but also reinforces their belief that they are justified in their feelings and actions. When alone, narcissists replay conflicts. They revisit conflicts in their minds, rehearsing conversations and situations where they felt slighted. This rumination can intensify their feelings of resentment and entitlement. When alone, narcissists avoid genuine introspection. They may engage in self-reflection. Genuine introspection is often avoided. They might gloss over their negative traits, focusing instead on how to present a polished version of themselves to the world. Many narcissists engage in retail therapy. Alone, they might indulge in shopping sprees, using material possessions as a means to elevate their self-worth and project an image of success. When alone, narcissists ignore real emotions. In solitude, they often suppress genuine emotions, choosing instead to focus on surface-level feelings. This emotional detachment allows them to avoid vulnerability and maintain their inflated self-image. Narcissists may research psychological tactics or persuasive techniques to better manipulate those around them. This constant quest for control reinforces their narcissistic behaviors. Narcissists may also engage in self-aggrandizement. They may talk to themselves, affirming their own greatness and superiority. This self-talk acts as a tool for self-boosting, helping them maintain their inflated self-image. When alone, narcissists often reflect on their relationships and may realize the lack of genuine connections. However, rather than confronting this issue, they may dismiss it, believing that they don't need others. They might mentally dissect past social interactions, focusing on how they were perceived. This analysis often includes looking for signs of admiration or disapproval, feeding the obsession with others' opinions. In their solitude, narcissists may obsess over perfectionism, believing that anything less than flawless is unacceptable. This constant drive can lead to anxiety and a fear of failure. Narcissists may reflect on past manipulations. They might recall previous instances where they successfully manipulated others, relishing in the control they exerted. This reflection can reinforce their sense of power and entitlement. Even when alone, narcissists might prioritize their self-interests over relationships. They often view connections as transactions, assessing what benefits they can derive rather than investing emotionally. When alone, narcissists will search for external validation. They may compulsively check for external validation through social media or news, seeking affirmation of their worth from the world around them. This need for validation drives their online behavior. When alone, narcissists will craft future goals. They may set ambitious goals that align with their self-image. These goals often focus on status, recognition, or wealth, reinforcing their belief in their own greatness. Ultimately, when alone, narcissists will struggle with authentic connections. They may desire intimacy but find it challenging to engage genuinely due to their self-absorption, resulting in a cycle of loneliness masked by their grandiosity. Now, this exploration that I've given you captures a range of behaviors and thought processes that narcissists may exhibit when alone, emphasizing their complex relationship with self-perception, validation, and emotional regulation. Remember, knowledge is power, information is power, and learning is the superpower. Take that knowledge and become powerful. Please like, comment, and share this video. Subscribe if you've not done so, and click that notification bell. Thank you. Catch you later in the next video.